Anomaly 262, the grasslands. A marshland of classified location was gaining a reputation of having the people who enter it disappear. The specific location of their disappearance was identified, a patch of tall grass, which was actually a portal to an alternate dimension. A research center was built around the patch of grass, the noteworthy testing to be done being predictable. Sent 3 field explorers through the grass to the alternate dimension. The dimension on the other side was a huge expansion of swampy green grassland, with some natural and man-made structures scattered here and there. The explorers noted that the color of the grass felt slightly off. More importantly, they noted that all of them felt a deep sense of dread, like a sense of impending doom from being present in the grasslands. The explorers set up camp. They would communicate wirelessly with video and audio throughout their stay. Cameras were set up wherever they went. Most of the dimensions seemed to be grassland infinitely in all directions. Interestingly, even though there were man-made structures, not a single human being was discovered in the dimension. The explorers also found some footprints, large footprints, like Bigfoot or Yeti. Though the footprints could not be traced, their tracks always vanish after a while. Not all the structures found in the grasslands made physical sense. For example, this train-like structure which was found running back and forth in a sliding motion in some tracks. It was very dark in color, dark enough to not appear three-dimensional. After walking for several days, the explorers encountered a different portion of the grasslands. It was a huge cavern, continuing infinitely, with islands of cliffs scattered within it, the islands being connected by bridges and with small man-made structures on top of them. The explorers noted that the dreadful feeling was gone when they were in this location. They felt a strange sense of comfort. The fog beneath the cliffs and the horizon was concealed by fog, but no end to the clifflands could be seen. After walking in a different direction for several more days, the explorers came across a different location. Here, the laws of physics bending properties of the grasslands increased dramatically. Much more structures that make no physical sense were discovered here. For example, a stone-made monolith which was floating without any supports at the joints, and a rail line that seemed to ascend infinitely into the sky, with the structures to support it not looking like they could do so. It is at this point that some of the motion detecting cameras activated. They captured this entity. Not exactly the Bigfoot we had in mind, but it was technically just that. It had gigantic feet and legs, with its upper body having no limbs and being covered in hair. Taking a closer look at its face, it has extremely predatory features, with an almost reptilian tongue. Other cameras detected more of these entities. One camera detected one of them jumping. It jumped with enough force to rock the earth, and nearly 10 stories high. This is why the footprints from earlier could not be traced. The explorers were instructed to abort and retreat. They came back to the portal location as fast as possible. What condition they came back to our world in is classified, but something happened when they came back that they were quickly terminated, and their remains incinerated. Unmanned exploration could be conducted on the grasslands later, but for now, exploring the grasslands remains off limits.